Prepare yourself, because everything you think you know is nothing compared to what you're about to embark on. 40 is that calm down moment now. The calm after the storm, where you have to kind of like have 10 toes down and say, I stand for this. This is who I am. This is who I've become. I no longer do this. I'm seasoned enough to know right from wrong, the whole nine, and I embrace that. So for me, 40 is that moment where you say, okay, enough with the excuses. I am who I am, and the only thing that can change will change for the better. If I had a conversation with the 30-year-old version of myself, I would just tell him to prepare himself for a wealth of knowledge, a journey that is going to put smiles, tears, but just keep fighting, because there were moments where I wanted to give up. There were moments where I couldn't see past tomorrow. So, knowing how those situations affected me then, I now know how important it was for me to just keep striving and never giving up.
So I feel like this whole 40 thing, it is extremely big, because you sit back and you ponder about what you did in your 20s, your 30s, and now what are you trying to do for your 40s. However, the accomplishments and the goals and everything that you set that has already been met is like so dope. Like, my brother's so dope. Like, nobody can tell me nothing.
Coming from where I came from, life came in different stages, right? I had my teen years that I wilded out, amazing. Playing basketball, created a brotherhood with the basketball team, traveling, things of that source.
It was back to school was about to open. My brother wasn't so big on clothes. He was very big on shoes. And my mom said, well, I'm going to go work for the weekend so I could get you guys some back to school money so you guys could go buy clothes and things. So she took me to work with her, and I was just like in shock, because I never seen my mom like clean someone else's home. I never seen her clean somebody's bathroom. Like, that made me feel like, oh my gosh, like, is this normal? But I never knew how much she made. I didn't know what she was bringing, because we never lacked anything. And needless to say, when she got her check, like, I think it was like a week later, and school was starting in like 2 weeks, she gave Will $200 and she gave me $150, and she was like, you guys go do school shopping. At that time I was like, oh my gosh, like, she's gonna give me a whole $150. But of course he always get more because he's oldest, but that's fine. I get it, I understand. And then my brother was like, I was like, hey, let's go to the mall or something. He was like, no, I'll come pick you back up later. I just got to go look for these shoes. And then he came back home with one pair of Jordan for $200.
If I can, I'm gonna share maybe like a intimate moment that poets slash friends, because I consider us to be friends. So what friends share, and I remember one time he was on stage and he was doing this particular poem, and I heard him use a word that I thought, what I'm saying, he could have maybe put a different word in there. And I'm definitely not the type of person to critique, but he came off stage and he asked me, like, bro, what did you think? You know, and I was like, I said, brother, only thing that I would say to you is, I'm not sure how, I know sometimes we be trying to rhyme and stuff like that, but I'm not sure how conversate is gonna come across to people that you know what I'm saying, that reads the dictionary or that knows the English language and stuff like that. They may consider that that's not a word, so you might want to, you might want to consider changing that. So, we laughed about it or whatever, and I think that was really cool because, you know what I'm saying, when you try to critique someone, people could become offended. But that's one thing about Will, man. He aspires to grow, and I think that's why he's here today, man.
I leave him to the hospital because I'm going to work. When I'm finished work, I catch the bus. I go back to the hospital because when that time he very sick.
When he was born, he was sick.
Very sick.
What did he have? What was
meningitis?
Meningitis. So when he was born, he had meningitis.
Yeah.
So he was hospitalized.
When I'm finished work and then I go back to the hospital.
Spend the night.
I spend a night. One night, scary. He passed out. And then the nurse very far from the office on the front desk. And then when I see the eyes turn, and then I grab him, I go to the front desk, give the nurse. On the same time, he put him on the machine. He said, "You have seizure."
He had a seizure.
You have seizure. That means if I am not there, something can happen because the nurse not even know what's going on. The nurse on the front desk, and then the room very far from the front desk. After something happen, I don't go nowhere anymore.
Yeah.
Until
he was old enough.
And then you get into your 20s. 20s was you dating several people. Dating several people just to get an idea of what works best for you, and then your 30s, you get that auto insurance discount, and you feel like we made it. You know what I'm saying? But 40 is that calm down moment now. The calm after the storm, so to speak, where you have to kind of like have 10 toes down and say, I stand for this. This is who I am. This is who I've become. I no longer do this. I'm seasoned enough to know right from wrong. The whole nine, and I embrace that. Having my first child has been remarkable. Being a father, I think from the last time we did this video 10 years ago, I mentioned, look, I have no kids, but to now be a father and see what that entails has been a journey. It's been a wonderful journey.
Right where? Hey, then what's how old are you? 3? What's 1 plus 1? How much is it? What's 2 plus 2? How much is it? Good job. You don't plant that seed, no one else will. One will be better than me. So, gotta make it happen early.
He's an amazing person, an amazing son, an amazing brother, and even more amazing father.
Being able to graduate after 20 years with my bachelor's degree, that was something that I had put on hold. And for me, I think that was a major accomplishment. It just further confirmed that I can accomplish anything.
I remember there was an instance where he went away for college, and it's his first year. Every college person just wants to go to college and have fun. And he started rolling with, not the best crowd. And he got himself caught up in some things that he didn't need to be caught up in. But the moment he came back home, he just went straight into making himself better, making sure that whatever mistakes he made in the past stays in the past, so that in the future he's able to not only better himself, but to be priority when it comes to his family.
It's just within this business, man, you have people, their minds are so geared on the financial part of it. But man, this brother like moves with integrity.
And also jumping right into the master's program. Just, man, it's been a fight, needless to say, but overall, it's been a great journey. Something that I want to continue for the next 10, 20 years. Just always reinventing myself.
There's so many words I can say to explain who he is, how he is, but you know, y'all see it. He give it to y'all every day. You know, he called brothers king, he called women queens. I mean, he let y'all know from the beginning how his heart is. He's always trying to, you know, better himself, better, just show everybody love.
I did a poetry event in Sebring, a small town in East Georgia. Shouts out to Seri'us. He came down there and he was like, yeah, I'm gonna come support. He wasn't even a feature, he just came down. You spinning, all right, I'm gonna come down there and show support. He came and he did a piece. He wasn't even supposed to do it. He just came to support, man. Listen, ever since then, me and him, we've been rocking.
You know, every time I think about, let's say 5 years or 10 years, I think about what am I going to be able to invest within that 5 or 10 years? What am I going to give to the world? What am I going to give to my son? Because truthfully, there's no excuses. There is no excuses when you consider how some of the greats were able to build an incredible mark within the time that they were living. So for me, 40 is a test. 40 is a test, and I'm putting a bullseye on myself to just continue to do right, continue to build great relationship, and to just continue to push that button of greatness.